Sometimes we find that a pair of pants needs to be lengthened. That means the hem needs to be let down. And there are a few things to consider when lengthening a hem. Let's go through the steps. Before you take out the existing hem, take a good look at where it is currently pressed. Kind of separate it out with your fingers and look, is there a faded dye line here where it's currently pressed? Or does it look like it's going to be especially hard to press out because either a hard, ridgy press line or a faded dye line is going to show when you let the pants down. I've let out the old hemline now. It does look like there is a bit of a faded dye line, and also I was not able to press out the old fold line as fully as I'd have liked. However, the client doesn't mind, so we're going to go ahead and let these pants down in length as far as possible. Now sure, you can let down a pair of pants a certain amount and just fold back the extra that remains and sew it in place, but we want a really nice, neat hem. And that means in this event, because we're going to let it down more than an inch, that we need to face it with some kind of extra material, which we'll discuss in a minute. There are all kinds of ways to face this pants hem. I have chosen a way that's going to be easiest for most home sewers, to buy a product in a store. There are tailoring supply stores that you can get different kinds of hem facing. You can use a piece of fabric from another garment. Really, it's up to your imagination and your resources to find what you need for your hem. Now this piece of hem facing measures just short of 2 inches wide. The width of the bottom of this pair of pants is 10 1/4 inches. Doubled becomes 20 1/2 inches. That's how long I need to cut this piece of fabric, as well as 1/2 inch seam allowance. With right sides together, sew the center seam. Fold out the edges, sew a 1/4 inch seam, and press flat. With right sides together, place the pants inside the hem tape facing. Then pin them together. I like to take the inside seam of the pants and match it up with the hem tape facing seam. Pin all the way around, folding out the hem tape facing to match up and align with the edge of the pants. All the way around. Good, I've come out evenly with hem tape to pants. Now if you should not come out evenly, adjust by taking in or letting out the hem tape just a little bit. You don't have too much seam allowance to work with here on the hem tape, that's all right. You can always stretch the pants just a little bit, gently, to meet up with the hem tape. Just takes a little practice with the adjustment. Using the free arm and with the hem tape side up, follow the line of the fold and sew all the way around. The hem tape is now sewn on, and we want to turn that hem tape to the inside, and we'll do some very nice pressing and finishing. hem tape all pressed to the inside. The pants are now inside out for better ease of pinning. And this is when you're really especially happy that you used this product or something like it, because the edge is already folded down, pressed down nicely for you, all ready to pin on all the way around. Hand sew your hem. I make my stitches about 3/8 of an inch apart. You're finished. Great job.